I'm currently stranded the next 4 hours hiking this river, which is over 2 miles of exploration.
We could be encountering bears, cougars, and even people who think I'm trespassing. Little do they know that this river is completely public to anyone, as long as you can access it without trespassing. This river is rarely hiked, and that's why I'm going to be hiking it myself this afternoon.
It's 3 p.m. right now. Let's start our 3 to 4 hour journey. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And just within 3 minutes of my journey, I got my phone out to check the map I made of the river. This is because at the time I was planning on hiking down this entire river. Little did I know that this river is much larger than I thought it was, even with the multiple calculations of the length of my journey I did days earlier. With that being said, it is already 3 p.m. The sun is setting in a few hours. Will I be able to make it to dark? Because there is no turning back. Within 15 minutes of our hike, we finally reached the farthest point I've ever gotten to on the first year of this tradition, which was in fall 2022. This is now year 3, but for right now, the river is starting to get more narrow. This area is actually pretty deep, so if I were to fish here eventually, I might want to stop by this spot. I will have to remember that. And then a few minutes later, we finally reached this massive cliff, and it is recognized when you drive along the road. You'll see it every single time, and in the wintertime, it grows icicles on it, so pretty cool. For the next few minutes, I walked down the river and enjoyed nature. It's a pretty nice day today. Certain parts of the river is just beautiful, and then we encountered this old, interesting looking bridge. First bridge encounter, guys. I think you can't drive over this, but there are some chairs over there, so I think that's just for connecting both sides of the property. So it's pretty interesting and seems old. And also, just about 30 minutes after someone else noticed me walking in the river, there's the other person that noticed me and they talked to me. But at the end of the 1-minute conversation, they basically said, we never really see people walking down the river, but when we do see someone, we just like to make sure, just to make sure they're not bringing anything in. And I was wondering, what did they mean by that? They basically said, bringing anything in. Like, what does that mean? Honestly, at this point, I have no clue like where I am on the map. And then by now, I started to really notice that along the river, I started to see more and more little pipes or pumps or maybe water disposal stuff. I'm not really sure. I don't understand this. And it is possible that this is actually not allowed. I'm not really sure, but it's kind of interesting. Might be part of a project. Now, if I was a cutthroat trout, I would be in here. It's probably where all the cutthroat trout probably spawn in. But dude, that area could be like 10 feet deep, like maybe 12. So basically what happens here is a lot of the time is a lot of stuff gets swept down in here, creates this big pit, and debris just stacks all along this area. Yo, check this out, bro. I got a buddy. Look at this. I don't know why it's just hanging there. By now, I actually entered an area that looked like a cliff, or that could be next to a bridge that you drive across. Which technically, once I walk under it, that basically leads me to the final stretch. But we'll just have to see. What is up here? What is this? Yeah, there's still more bridges to go. Yeah, we're probably maybe halfway. Little did I know that I was wrong, so I had to check my map again, and I was a lot farther back than I thought I was. And at this part near the road, it reminded me oddly of Colorado. I'm not exactly sure why. And then we passed right under this bridge. It was really old. All of these are rusty old bridges. I don't know why they still have them up. You know what, guys? I think this might be really good news. Looks like the type of area where there's a bridge coming up ahead. The bridge I thought that was there like an hour ago. Yeah. And I think that, yeah, it should be up there. Alright, I don't like where this is heading. I don't think I'm making so much good progress. Even though I am, but you can barely hear me. And I don't know how I'm gonna get through this. Oh dude, that looks cool. I need to take a photo of that. Well, totally not as bad as I thought. The Goofy Aw Bridge. I don't know how that is like that. What's going on? Oh, they're calling me. What? Hi. Yeah. But then I finally made it to what they call the dairy farm, and it is actually kind of crazy. The crazy thing is the water's super messy and just polluted, you know, from the cows and stuff. But yeah, at least we actually made it to the spot where I ran into an issue. I couldn't really make it farther. What is that? Just about to turn off my GoPro, dude. Yeah, I might want to go back. Might walk around that way. My dad just called and yeah, they said I'm probably only 70% done at most. And yeah, this part, I don't know if I'll be able to go past this. Looks like a pretty good spot though. So he's gonna come by and pick me up. But yeah, he's gonna be picking me up in like 2 minutes. Dude, it's so crazy. It's been 4 hours. I'm hearing this weird sound. It stopped. But I think it might just be for the cows, to bring the cows in. It might be that they see someone over here, which you're allowed to walk here, basically. So, I don't know why that sound is playing. It's probably the farm. I don't know what. Other than the fact that the water was polluted, there's also fence posts and fencing materials and some other stuff. There's like a chair back there, I think. I'm not exactly sure. But then I finally made it safely on shore. I kind of need to go slowly because there's a bunch of tall grass and beaver holes. I didn't want to fall in anything or trip or anything. I mean, it wouldn't matter anyway. Okay. Yeah, looks pretty solid. Okay, there we go. Step right there. Okay, yeah, this is solid ground and safe. You know, yeah, might really think that. I'll just go this trail. Don't want to mess with that one.
What's up? Hop in.
All right.
What's coming? What's up, buddy?
What's up? All right, here we go. And we are now back. It took like 3 minutes to literally get here. He was driving back and forth like 5 times.
I thought you'd be on the river. You were on the road.
Dude, I was being careful, bro. There was like beaver holes and then
Good.
there's this weird, and that tall grass, you know.